Hello, welcome to All About Stocks. My name's Alan. I've had some requests to talk about cryptocurrency, so let's go and talk about a little bit of cryptocurrency. I personally don't believe in investing in cryptocurrency just because of all the international influence it can have. Also, there's a bunch of different reasons, but let's get into the international incidents. So, let's talk about China, for instance. China, just a while back, uh, they did decide to stop use for a day or two, and it dropped Bitcoin just enough for them to say, hey, we're going to stop use. And then they decided to pick it up. They bought the dip, and then they said, hey, we're going to go ahead and take it back. They basically they stopped it, bought the dip, and said, "Hey, we're going to take it back. We want to invest in it again." I I, I don't like that. I don't. I think the market's a lot more controlled. Whereas in cryptocurrency, I think that if a government entities being able to control a market, I don't believe that's a secure investment. If a company was doing that, would you invest in that company, or would you invest in a shady a shady organization? So I believe those are the type of things that you should be watching out for before investing. Now, something else you should watch out for is, like, if the United States goes, hey, we're gonna start increasing the taxes, that's something else. Now, the United States is already taxing cryptocurrency, so that's something to keep an eye on. Are the taxes going to start increasing on cryptocurrency? Is it a flat tax? I'm not too sure. I don't follow a lot of cryptocurrency. I do know that it's being taxed, but now something else is when the cyber hackers did get the um, that gas or the pipeline uh, back in, I believe it was May. Now, they didn't ask for money, they didn't ask for credits, they didn't ask for anything. They went straight for Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, they can trace, but they weren't able to get all of it. And that's something that's surprising. I mean, they transferred it around, so that's something that should be looked at. So why weren't we able to find all the hackers? And I do believe that the hackers, they said were from Russia, or I believe the hackers actually said they were from Russia. So that's something else to be concerned of. If you know, are we going to continue to call them hackers, or are they terrorists, or what do we call them at this point? But at the same time, if the hackers are going for Bitcoin and we're investing in Bitcoin, are we feeding their organization? So it's just something that I'm concerned about. I don't want to invest in, you know, money that goes to feed these organizations where it's basically just money that goes to shady organizations. That's just how I look at it. Other people may look at it differently. I know everyone's just trying to feed their families, make as much money as possible. So I don't look down at anyone for, trying to make as much money as possible. I'm just trying to do what's right for me, do what's right for you. Now, something else that everyone should be looking at is when people were buying AMC and GameStop, they were going back in their fighting the markets or the traders or whoever they're fighting. I really wasn't involved in that, and I'm still not. I have no AMC, I have no GameStop. I didn't really follow that. Apologize if that offends you. However, um, you know, everything came back down. So what comes up comes back down. Bitcoin's already came back down. So it blew up. It will come back down. Now, everyone's already turning away from Bitcoin. They're starting to look for the next big thing. So if you're invested heavily in Bitcoin, you might really want to consider saying, hey, maybe crypto is not the best. Maybe it might be a time to go somewhere else. I'm not saying the stock market's great right now either. I'm not with the stock market. I have puts for the stock market. So I'm not telling you to go to the stock market. I'm not a financial advisor. However, I'm just saying that when people are turning away from what you're invested in, it might not be where you want to be at. Just like when people were turning away from AMC, that might be a sign. So the last thing I really want to point out, when I believe it was Coinbase, when Coinbase went public, it blew up really fast. I believe it was at 400 when it went public, and now it's at like 250. And I know I'm just leaving this here and I'm talking. I apologize. I'm not making any movement here, but my point is that this is not moving at all. I figured that there would be movement on Bitcoin and Ethereum while I talked. There has been none. That's kind of surprising for me, actually. I actually on the weekends, Bitcoin usually has drastic movements downwards, for Ethereum upwards. Somewhere there's usually movement. There has been none while I talked, which is just so surprising for me. Now, there's Coinbase. Let's go ahead and go to Coinbase, since we have no movement. So when Coinbase first came out, I believe its all-time high was something like 425 or something around there. And then it's currently at 225. Sorry about that. Chart got messed up. So Coinbase got up to 341 at its all-time high, and now it's down to about 257. If cryptocurrency was doing as well as it should be, I personally believe that Coinbase would be doing a lot better. When Coinbase first came out, it was doing its best quarter ever, and now Coinbase doing a lot worse. Or it's still having a great run, I believe, but people are selling out of Coinbase. I'm just leaving you with those final thoughts. Please like it.